Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're listening to the podcast Capturing Magic. I'm Bill Rogers, the voice of Disney. Thanks very much for listening.
Hey everyone, welcome to Capturing Magic. I am Steph, and I am here today with Heather Winfield, who can be found at heatherw.com/character. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
And here with Tanya Hickman, who can be found at everymagicmoment.com. My mouth got ahead of my head there. Today, we are going to be talking about dining photo ops at Disneyland. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, Tanya.
Okay, I broke down my list into two sections. One is food that you need to take photos of, and the other is places. So, let's start with the food, people. Disneyland definitely has some iconic food things, like Mickey beignets.
Yes.
You have to take a picture of Mickey beignets, preferably with a mint julep, like I did on my last trip. The Dole Whip.
Yes.
I meant to mention this earlier, actually. The Dole Whip, I noticed, in case you've never been to Disneyland and seen the Dole Whip line there,
yeah,
it is, I don't know, an hour long at any given time. Like, it is really crazy. But I saw, and if you've ever been to California, you would know that they do this at In-N-Out. They had somebody taking your order down the line.
Nice.
So that your order was ready when you got up there to make it a little bit faster. So that was nice. But yes, you need to take a picture with the Dole Whip.
But you can also go on the backside, go in the waiting area for...
That's usually always my tip, but lately it's been just as long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Probably because it's...
Because we've been sharing it.
Yeah.
It's all because of us sharing it, not anybody else.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that,
yeah. It's probably still not as long as the normal line, but now that the normal line has somebody taking your order ahead of time, it might be faster. I really don't know.
Nice.
I refuse. I will not buy a Dole Whip. I will not wait in that line to get a Dole Whip. Like, I just won't do it. I like Dole Whips, but I don't love Dole Whips. I always end up sticky and then I get irritated because it never fails because I wear sandals all the time. That some of that Dole Whip ends up on my toes. It never fails. And then I'm just a sticky mess and I'm having to wash my foot in the bathroom sink. So I don't ever really do it as much as I want a photo of it.
Funny.
Like, I will just run up and be like, hey, you random stranger, can I get a picture of your Dole Whip? So.
I got one this trip and it was like 5 minutes before closing. So there was no line.
Yeah.
I was able to get one and just hang out in the waiting area.
There's your other tip. Get it right before it closes.
And one other tip is to go in the winter because the lines are much shorter on cold days. I think.
Yeah, probably.
From what I've seen.
But yeah, they've just become such a huge thing, and I don't even think that it's literally for photo ops, I think. Like, I don't even think people... I think they are good, but are they an hour wait good?
No.
Well, nothing food-wise an hour wait good.
Like, there's certain things where I feel like it's become increasingly popular because people want photos of it.
Yes, I agree. It's an Instagram thing.
Yeah. Very popular.
Yeah.
Moving on to another highly photographed thing, the Matterhorn macaroon.
Yes.
Which I know, Heather, did you even eat your macaroon when you bought it?
I don't like coconut, so I tried it.
To take the photo.
but it was worth it because Disneyland reposted my thing. That picture of that.
Funny.
Because the important thing is when you take the picture of it, you have to take a picture of it with the Matterhorn behind it.
Which is very easy to do because you get the macaroon right at Jolly Holiday and just walk out the door. The Matterhorn is in the background. So, then my next one you can get at Disney World as well, and it's the Mickey waffle. Anywhere that serves breakfast has that stinking Mickey waffle. So that is very easy to get pictures of the Mickey waffle. Anything that is in Mickey form, people, like the ice cream bars, the Rice Krispie treats, anything that's in Mickey form has to be taken a picture of. Another one of my favorites is Starbucks because they have Disney cups and you can take it somewhere and take a picture with the castle in the background. Or you can have they'll put special names on them. They'll put Disney character names on them if you ask them to. Like Heather and I went and got Starbucks for us, and I had them put Pain and Panic on it. because I mean it was fitting. So
That's so funny.
yeah. So I think that one's always fun. I'm trying to think of what other food items. Skips and Girl ice cream with a picture of Main Street in the background is always nice. As is the ice cream. I'm trying to think if there's any other snack.
Corn dog.
Dog with the corn dog.
Churros.
Churros. You can never go wrong with churros. Nobody say turkey leg, please, because that's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh God, turkey legs. Oh. I always like Bengal barbecue too.
Yeah.
Because you can have the little area there. Okay, so that's my snack.
Where do you do photos for Bengal barbecue though? Because that's not easy.
It's not easy, but I love the sign for Bengal barbecue, so I would always just use the sign. Since it's up higher, you don't get anybody in the background.
Yeah. Okay. Good idea.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, and I think that might be it for my snack food stuff. Any snack foods before I move on to restaurants?
No, you hit mine.
Well, I have like a quick service. Does that count?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was...
Wow, look at you, Tanya, just taking charge, owning the show.
This isn't my show, what?
So funny. I love it.
I don't know if it's kind of like where it is. Do you want it in that section or do you want it in this section?
Well, we're transitioning into the next section.
Okay. So I think at Flo's in Carsland, and then it doesn't really matter what you get, but I think it's especially good when you get the French toast there. Mm-hmm. And then with like the Radiator Springs in the background.
Yeah, that is on my list of places for sure, because I'm usually an indoor seating sort of person because I like the theming in Disney restaurants, but that is one restaurant where I will always sit outside and you always have to sit on the side of Radiator Springs Racers so you could see the cars going by.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite. And I like the breakfast at Flo's, but I hate the rest of their food. Like I don't like Flo's food at all. Like it's not my type of food, but I love Flo's. Like I just like the actual place. Like I don't like their menu, but their breakfast is good. I like their breakfast. But
I had dinner there this trip. It was good.
And
it was really fun inside too.
Yeah,
it's really well.
So fun. Yeah, I love the inside too. I'm gonna say I love their breakfast.
Yeah, their breakfast is really good.
Eat at. But I don't love the rest of the menu, but my family does. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's where they always want to eat. But I do love their apple cheddar pie. It's good.
See, I've never had the apple cheddar pie.
I
don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
That just sounds iffy to me for some reason.
It's good. It's good. Okay, go ahead.
Photogenic restaurants. Alfresco Dining Terrace is what's the name of the
let's jump back to Flo's for 1 second.
Oh yeah.
I think Flo's is probably the most photogenic restaurant at all of Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
And probably Blue Bayou.
Daytime and nighttime you can hit up Flo's and it's
so fun.
It's so fun.
It's a lot of fun photo things.
Yeah. The theming on the inside of that restaurant is insane.
Yeah. And outside
they really
and the way when they decorate it for Christmas too, like the thing, and they have like records on the tree, and
getting a picture of yourself in the giant rearview mirror that's inside the restaurant. Yeah. Like I love that restaurant.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Wine Country Trattoria. Above it is Alfresco Dining Terrace. It's like wine and appetizers, but it gives you a gorgeous view of Carsland, like straight down the middle of Carsland. So that's a really good photo op if you're standing up there. Carnation Cafe, because you have to get a picture with Oscar. Yeah, if you have breakfast at Carnation Cafe, you can get which we've done at least once, right?
Yeah,
we've done it. Yeah, but even so you go to Carnation Cafe, you have breakfast there, and Oscar the chef is always walking around, and I've actually gotten him a couple times where he's just like hanging out outside, and I'll run up and I'll take a picture with him, and he loves to talk to you. And I think that's a photo op that everybody needs at some point, is to get your picture with Oscar. Let's see what else. Speaking of right across from Flo's, the Cozy Cone Motel is a really good one. Is Steph still here?
I guess not.
Is it just me and you hanging out? I was like, where'd she go?
Oh, she can hear us. She's having the issue that I've been talking about. So now we can just take over.
Yeah, it's our show now. Sorry, Steph. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep talking then. Yes, the Cozy Cone Motel, because you can get good little snacks there. And, I guess you don't really have to eat there to get the pictures of the cones, but
you can take your pictures of your food, like with the cones.
Yes, with the cones in the background. So that's always fun.
And then inside the where the character meets. So what is that called?
I guess the lobby of the hotel, the motel.
Yeah,
I
think it's like opposite, like where you eat. And so if you look inside there's like a lot of hidden like Easter egg things.
I wish that was open, like at some point, so you can go in there and not have to be like a crazy stalker taking pictures from the outside only.
And it's a lot harder to get pictures during the day because of
the glare.
But there's like buzz underneath one of the cones, just like in the movies.
Yeah, no, it's really fun.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was like, it got really quiet.
I was talking to you the whole time, but. Yeah,
all right, do we need to back up?
No, the only thing I was going to say about Oscar is that I've seen him, usually that's how I catch him, is he's walking around visiting with people. And it's just a really good, I think everyone needs that photo because he's getting older and he's been there since, we probably need to give a little bit of history. He's been there since Disneyland opened.
Yeah.
He worked there when Walt was there.
Yeah. And he loves to talk to people.
He does love it. Loves it.
And
that one trip, first time we did that. Yeah.
He'll hold your hand and he'll ask you about your day and where you're from and what you're doing. I ran up to get a selfie with him one time and like he's just like cheek to cheek selfie. Like I love it. Like I love him like so much.
Yeah.
He's just cute. A really cool guy and he's always willing to talk.
Yes.
Okay, Cozy Cone Motel. The Golden Horseshoe, I feel, is a fun little place, even if there's not a show going on, because you can get kind of up to the stage, and there's a second level, and the whole saloon bar looking thing. Like,
I don't think I've ever been in there.
Like, not even just in it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I hadn't either, Heather, until one of my recent trips with one of my friends. It was really fun because I went with one friend who's a huge Disney fan like me, and then another friend who is not at all, wasn't at all, is now. She's a convert. So I'm very proud of that fact. But my friend had things that she does with her family every trip that I had never done, like the Golden Horseshoe. And so it was really fun to be able to go in there and finally, because it was something that I had been wanting to do and just hadn't ever done it.
We always did it when I was younger, when it was the Golden Horseshoe Review, when I had the actual review show there. That was one of the things, like the park opened, we ran to get reservations for that. Like that was something we did every single trip. And I definitely haven't been in there nearly as much since they stopped doing that show. I think my mom and I went in there not that long ago because they had chili fries maybe or something like that. Like I forget the reason why we went in there. And the little show that they have go there now was going on and it was cute. It is really nice inside of there. Like it's cool. And Heather, you have been inside of there? Oh no, wait, hold on.
She hasn't.
No, she hasn't. I'm thinking of the Disney World one where we went to the dance party. That wasn't Disneyland. Yeah. Disney World. But it has that same look. Doesn't it have that same look as the one at Disney World?
I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
it does. Like I thought it wasn't open. I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely. You can get food in there. It's like they serve food.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there's anything specific that you can get there that you can't get anywhere else. They used to serve chili in a bread bowl, and I don't know if they still do.
I think they do.
Do they? Yeah, and you can get ice cream sundaes and stuff there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
no, it's fun.
All kinds of brownies and all kinds of yummy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're putting that on the list for next time.
Okay, at least go in, like.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, did I go in just like one time when they were doing that like Frontierland game? I feel like I may have popped in there once. Trying to remember, but
so I pulled up the menu. Yes, they have chili in a bread bowl, and yes, they have chili cheese fries.
Woohoo! Chili, all the chili. We used to, when we would go and watch the show, we always got chili in a bread bowl, and they used to give you a side of like Lay's potato chips that we would put in the chili, and it was always delicious. It was like, that was a definite family memory. Let's see. After Golden Horseshoe, Harbor Galley. For those that don't know where this is, it's the tiny little shack that serves soup right across from like Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain. But you can, after you get your soup in a bread bowl, a lot of the times the Columbia's parked there or the Mark Twain's parked there, and you can actually walk around where the boats are docked, and there's like a little back seating area, and it's also where you can walk over like a little bridge that goes over where the Splash Mountain log flumes come around. And so I like that whole little back area. And it's not, you can get a good photo op if the boats are docked there. If one of the boats is docked there. I like that area. Oh, and also in the same kind of area, the Hungry Bear restaurant.
Yes.
Which is kind of
so cute.
Yeah. Which is kind of not so good right now because they have the entire thing like blocked off because they're working on Star Wars. But normally, like, you can get some really good photos because it overlooks the whole rivers of America and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. They had some cute like wood carved bears and
they got some really
stuff like that.
Cute stuff in there. I like that little. It's just you got to walk all the way back there.
Yeah. even the signs for the bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The country bears and stuff. Yeah, it's really cute. Trader Sam's, because come on. Like, Trader Sam's is always, I mean, if you don't drink, I guess you wouldn't really go there, but they have really good food. You should go there even if you don't drink, because they have really, really, how many times did we eat there this trip? At least twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have really, really, really good food. And if you get to eat inside, they do the show. There's all kinds of stuff to take pictures of. Every time somebody orders a drink, there's something special that happens for that specific drink. And even the outside, they have music playing at night, and it's tiki torches. And I love Trader Sam's.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get a drink. You can get, they even have the, non-alcoholic drink if you want that. Yeah,
they do have good food.
Yeah, the food is really, really good.
I really wish they had those green beans at the Disney World one. For some reason, they didn't bring them over. It makes me sad.
Yeah, the green beans are really, really good. And then my last one for my list is Cove Bar in California Adventure, mainly because if you're there at the right time, you can watch World of Color from there, and it's a really good view of World of Color.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, really, really, really good view.
That was like the best view I've ever had.
I know. Yeah, we got a really good seats in there. And I've heard their food's pretty good too. I'm trying to think if I have never eaten anything from there.
Well, those lobster nachos are famous.
The lobster nachos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just has a good view of Paradise Pier anyway, that you can get in the background of any photo.
Yeah, maybe there was one photo that you guys posted on your Instagram, and it was a different view of Paradise Pier than what is the standard one, and I thought, how in the world did they get that? You must have maybe been up there.
Possibly.
No, well, that wasn't this trip. You mean
it was a couple
another
trips
trip
ago.
Yeah, that was a couple trips ago, because somebody else was eating there. Because that's one of the things you have to wait in a really long line.
Yeah.
So
there's no reservation
we had
there.
people who were there already. Just join them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this trip, if that's the one you meant, we went like in the back.
While World of Color was going on, we went back by California Screamin'.
That's cool.
There's like nobody over there because all the lights are off and stuff. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, and you could see the fountains.
Yeah.
You can't see the projections, but the fountains, perfect.
Yeah. That was fun. Okay, that's it for my list. If anybody else has anything.
I know Steph. I think Steph mentioned the Blue Bayou.
Yeah. I was gonna put that, but it's so dark in that restaurant.
It is.
It's really dark in there. But the couple pictures I have of me and Heather there that actually turned out really, really good were taken with my QX100.
Yeah, I've done some photos in there of my friends and stuff when we went, and with my QX100 turned out perfect. Really great.
Yeah.
Really great photos. And it's because it's not a flash, it's just a regular photo, it still shows all of the lights in the background and everything really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm betting that with the iPhone 7 Plus, it would be the same because they actually have the same aperture.
Oh, they do?
QX100 and the,
Interesting.
And the iPhone 7 Plus. So I'm sure that it would be, it might be the end of you using a QX100. It might be the end of me using my QX100 too. Sadly, I love that thing, but I don't need it
all this last trip.
Yeah. One of the other ones I was thinking of, I was just going through the list.
Did you say Carthay?
No, only because
Because it's dark.
No, I didn't.
But you can get good photos.
Because I think like the ceiling, especially if you're in the main room, I mean, that ceiling is gorgeous. And there's on the tables, if you take a tour, they have a free tour, which every time I say I'm going to do it, and I never do. It's like a 15 and 20-minute tour at like 10 or 10:30 in the morning. But my mom took it, and she said, like, on the tables, and then she pointed it out to me when we were there next time, there's like the evil queen, there's like her silhouette or something's like in some of the tables.
Oh, wow. Cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, also, if you eat there, I think you can get great photos in the lobby. It's lighter in the lobby than it is upstairs sometimes. And then
I love all the photos throughout the whole place, too.
Yes, and then you have to do a photo out front of Carthay Circle if you eat there. Absolutely.
I was going to say a photo of yourself in the mirror by the bathrooms, because everybody does that too. It's like a wall-to-wall floor-length like mirror.
I have not ever done that.
It's
so
by the
funny.
bathrooms.
Jolly Holiday, did you talk about that? I know we talked about it in a different...
I didn't.
Okay.
How could you not mention that?
People, sorry.
I love photos of Jolly Holiday. There's so many great photo ops inside and outside.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I'm cruising through all of the lists. Plaza Inn, I think the best photo op for that is under the sign outside.
Yeah, I like the indoor seating in there too, because you're in like a sunroom sort of thing. Yeah. So you actually have good lighting when you're sitting inside there.
Yeah. Steakhouse 55. Okay, I love photos in Steakhouse 55. That's fun. That's at the Disneyland Hotel. It's one of my favorite restaurants.
I'll give you a tip. If you want to go there for breakfast, make a reservation like an hour before you want to actually eat there, because they're 45 minutes late seating us every time we go there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because that's like a go-to place to eat for after the 10K. Because like I like eating the breakfast after, and then having something like for the next day, because I'm doing the half usually. So we always go there, and every time we go, I'm like rushing and the whole thing, and then we get there and they're like, "Oh, we're 45 minutes behind. I'm sorry. Is that okay?"
Every single time.
That's funny. I've always been seated immediately when I've gone, and I haven't even. There have been times when I went with my friends on this last trip in August, but in January when I went with them, I got the opening time wrong. I thought I thought it was an early opening day, and it wasn't, and so we went over there at 7 or some crazy time like that, 8, something like that, and couldn't get in, of course. So then I was like, well, let's just go eat breakfast at Steakhouse 55, and they got us right in. They just seated us right immediately, but I guess maybe it was It was really early. Not doing Tanya's breakfast at 11.
Yeah,
when she just gets up.
That's why I don't even eat breakfast. That's the reason why. Like, I just go straight for lunch. Like, I can't even bother with breakfast. Yeah. If I'm up really, I'm not a morning eater. Like, it takes me a while to get going.
Yeah. I think that's all for me.
Yeah, I purposely didn't talk about any character dining stuff, so we could do that at a later date, because Goofy's Kitchen has that really cute giant plate and knife and fork sign outside of the restaurant. Yeah, that's really
we'll save
cute.
Those. We'll save those. Okay.
There's like I don't know if that's exactly what we're talking about, like the popcorn stands, and they all have those little people in it, turning the things.
Popcorn turner guys.
Yeah, that's technically food.
They're all
related.
themed to the land that they're in.
Cute.
Every time I say I'm going to go and like take better pictures of them, because I haven't really taken pictures since I think like my first trip or something, and then I always forget.
It's kind of hard.
Put it on the list.
Yeah. You guys are really good at noticing and photographing the little details like that. There are a lot of little details that you share. Like, I didn't know there were different themed
they're different to
popcorn
each
guys.
land. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think we're good.
Okay.
Tanya, remind everyone where to find you.
You can find me at everymagicmoment.com and TanyaH666 on all social media.
And Heather?
My character site is heatherw.com/character, and on Twitter and Instagram, I'm heatherw25, and on Facebook, it's I Love Characters.
And you can find Capturing Magic on Instagram, Capturing Magic _. And then we're also on Facebook and Pinterest. And you can also find me at modernphotosolutions.com, where I have a free course all about Google Photos to help you automate all of your photos and memories and organization, and never be able to not find a photo again, and have everything automatically backed up as well. And then there's a podcast over there too. Okay, we will see you next time on Capturing Magic.